Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a deck with a new structure deck for a very old archetype, and that's Gladiator Beast. So, Gladiator Beast to me, I've been playing Duel Links since the beginning. It marks the end of like a simple, pure time of Duel Links where Yu-Gi-Oh! Was still really basic. It was one of the first really gnarly control decks, and it changed the game forever. I really disliked it. But it's back. It's so old, so I don't blame you if you don't really know what a lot of these monsters do. It's really old, but the best part is you don't have to go back and dig for a lot of older cards. You really don't need them, so it works out pretty well. But let's get into this structure deck, the new cards, what they do, instead of a Gladiator Beast history lesson. Here, the new boss monster is Gladiator Beast Gyzarus. He takes Bestiari, which is this boy, and any other Gladiator Beast monster. When this card is special summoned, you can target up to 2 cards on the field, destroy those targets, so pretty good. At the end of the battle phase, if this card battled, you can swap him out just like every other Gladiator Beast. If they're attacked, or if they attack, they return to the deck and then bring out another Gladiator Beast. This boy will bring out 2, and there are some combos when you would want to do that. You'll see in the replays. Other than that, it's your regular Gladiator Beast boys. Darius, which used to be a card I missed out on in an event because I really didn't care about Gladiator Beast, but now it's in the card trader, so that's good. When this card is special summoned by a Gladiator monster, you can target 1 Gladiator Beast in your graveyard, special summon that target, but its effects are negated, and shuffle it when your Darius leaves the field, and then he can switch himself out like all the other Gladiator Beasts. So that's why we're running 2 Bestiaries, even though we're using my monster cards. I was trying to run 1 Bestiari, but it works better with 2, because you really want to discard 1 in your graveyard to use your Darius effects to special summon him out of the graveyard, because that's an immediate Gyzarus. Now, how are we getting him in the graveyard is thanks to this other new Gladiator Beast we got, which is Sagittarii. If this card is special summon, you can discard 1 Gladiator Beast card, which would be your Bestiari, and then draw 2 cards, and then he can swap out just like all the other Gladiator Beasts. So, we're using my monster cards. We're using 3 copies of this brand new boy, Test Tiger. He's not a Gladiator Beast himself, but he is very specific to the archetype. If you control a face-up Gladiator Beast monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, tribute this card to target 1 Gladiator Beast monster you control. The monster you target goes back into the deck, so you can bring back whatever you just targeted. You could normal summon your Sagittarii, special summon your Test Tiger, return your Sagittarii, bring that same Sagittarii right back out. So, shuffle it into the deck, then special summon 1 Gladiator Beast from your deck, treat it as though it was special summoned by a Gladiator Beast, so that makes it so they gain all their effects. Bestiari will destroy a spell card when he comes out, Murmillo will destroy a face-up monster when he comes out, Darius will special summon from your graveyard, Lakari is 2100 attack when he's special summoning. He's also specific to a fusion. And then, like I said, our boy Sagittarii will discard a monster and draw 2 cards. So, on top of Gyzarus, what other boss monsters do we have? We have the very easy to summon Esadari, 2 Gladiator Beast monsters, and that's it, guys. You just special summon him. He's a 2500 beater. Will be handy sometimes. Then, you know, Gyzarus. We have 3 Gladiator Beast monster, any 3 gladiators. He's 2800, can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, and your opponent cannot activate cards or effects while he's attacking until the end of the damage step. Very strong card, but it's hard to get 3 Gladiator Beasts out, because again, Test Tiger does not count as a Gladiator Beast. So then, our biggest boy, and why Lakari's in the deck, is this guy. He takes Lakari and 2 Gladiator Beasts. During either player's turn, when a spell or trap card is activated, discard 1 card, negate the activation, and destroy it. Very strong card, 3000 attack. Very strong beaters. But at the end of the day, guys, Gladiator Beasts have always been a control deck, and they continue to be a control deck. So, we're using lots of control cards. We got a brand new card that's specific to the archetype, which is Gladiator Beast War Chariot. When an effect monster's effect is activated, if you control a face-up Gladiator Beast monster, negate the activation and destroy it. Very useful effect. It's better than things like Forbidden Chalice because it will negate graveyard effects. Works out very well. We're using 2 Impenetrable Attack, another very old card that used to be core in the OG Gladiators. During your battle phase, you can target one monster on the field. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Or you take no damage during your battle phase. So we're usually using that first one to protect us from destruction and to trigger their effects when someone swings into them. And another sweet surprise for when they swing into us is Wall of Disruption. Why Wall of Disruption works in this deck: your opponent's going to swing into your monster, lose a bunch of attack, you're not going to lose your monster. So they're probably going to take some damage, and your monster will get to gain his Gladiator effect because he was attacked into. Works out very smooth. Other than that, guys, it's amazingly consistent with my monster cards. There's like a holy trinity of skills right now in Duel Links, and that's my monster cards, Spell Specialist, and Trap Layer. They all do pretty much the same thing, but just for different types of cards. My monster cards obviously is for monster cards, Spell Specialist for spells, Trap Layer for traps. Here we're using my monster cards, amazingly consistent. Our boys are still a control deck, so they don't finish strong, they just control the duel. But they're pretty cool, interesting little combos with Sagittari and getting your new boss out. Hope you guys enjoy the replays. Don't worry about this. I don't think Gladiator Beasts are going to be relevant in the meta. I don't think their style of control is going to run off with it, so I wouldn't worry about them too much if you want to skip the structure deck. But the best part of the structure deck, what I was happiest about, is you get unexpected die. I've been sitting at 2 unexpected die, dreaming of a third for so long, and I finally got it. It's fantastic stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy these replays, and maybe you do like the Archetype, but hope you enjoy the structure deck nonetheless, and thanks for watching. So this deck is really leaning on my monster cards. With my monster cards, you virtually always have 3 monsters in your hands. It kind of blows my mind, but it works great for this deck. You're about to see why. That's why we add 2 Bestiaries too. So here, it's my monster cards. We have a Darius, Test Tiger, and Murmillo. We normal summon the Darius, special summon the Test Tiger, that special summon Sagittari. Now we can discard that Murmillo for a +2. Our +2 was a Bestiary and a second Test Tiger, so we get to special summon the Test Tiger again. His effects are not once per turn. We're going to return our Bestiary, bring the Bestiary right back out, or sorry, the Sagittari. Sagittari is going to discard the Bestiary, draw 2 more. We draw a War Chariot, Forbidden Lance, and had a Fiendish Chain down. Absolutely crazy stuff, guys. Our opponent sets 2. We top deck another Bestiary. That's why we run 2, guys. Now we get to special summon a Gyzarus. We destroyed both. It was a 6 Samurai. He had a tuner and a way to bring that tuner back face down. But after our Gyzarus attacks, we activate his effect to special summon a Lakari and a Darius. Darius was going to special summon another Bestiary from the graveyard. That way we had another Gyzarus coming next turn, and then we had a free Lakari. Or we had access to all our boss monsters, because we have 3 Gladiator Beasts and a Lakari. So that's literally every card in our extra deck. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are fighting a U-Bell, and that is in fact a U-Bell. It is not a Dark Lord. This has been running into really old decks since the KC Cup. I guess people just got bored of the meta. They want to try some older fun stuff they probably liked before. So here we have our Test Tiger, we have a Lakari. We're going to get rid of the Lakari, bring out a Sagittari, throw away our Bestiary. That's like a perfect start, guys. We even top decked a second Bestiary, set an Impenetrable Attack, and a Wall of Disruption. Our opponent is in fact using his U-Bell. He's going to normal summon Fire King Island. Thankfully gets a real greedy play here. He's going to destroy Nephthys, search his Yaksha. Figured he could just special summon his U-Bell off his Yaksha. Opens the door to my victory. Normal summons Yaksha, doesn't even attack. Works just fine for us because we can normal summon our Bestiary. Special summon Gyzarus. Now guess what, guys? How do you make U-Bell miss the timing? In order for U-Bell's timing to work, she has to be, her destruction must be the first of the chain. As you'll see in this chain, this is first. Fire King Island is first. So Yaksha destroys U-Bell, then Fire King Island goes off, making U-Bell miss her timing. We look at this, guys. After our Gyzarus attacks him for 2400, we get to special summon 2 monsters. We special summon Lakiri and Darius. Darius special summons Bestiary from the graveyard. So we have another Gyzarus if we want him. We have all our boys, the one that takes 3 Gladiator Beasts including Lakari, the one that takes just 3 Gladiator Beasts, even the 2 boy, We have a War Chariot, Wall D, and Penetrable Attack. We're ready for everything, guys. We have to target a spell for Bestiari, but obviously the effect is negated by Darius. He tries to get a Nephthys on us. There's the War Chariot, hitting him from the graveyard. Opponent wanted nothing more to do with it. That's the full power of Gladiator Beast, guys. Crazy stuff. Okay, here's Yami-Yugi. We're going first. He's got a 25 card deck there. We have my monster card, so we're not worried. 2 Test Tigers and a Sagittari. All we need is a Gladiator Beast, and that would be a very sick hand. We're not getting it though, so we're just gonna normal summon the Sagittari, bring out the Test Tiger. Canadia is our Test Tiger, but we have a second one, so we're gonna bring out what we want. Bring out the Lakari at 2100. It's a Scrap Goblin, so we're gonna destroy him with Murmillo. Murmillo destroys the Scrap Goblin. We have nothing to worry about now. Now he's got a normal summon and invoker. We're going to stop him with our War Chariot, negate his effect, and destroy him. Opponent sets one, gets his Palace of Elemental Lords, searches a Molehue, ends his turn. Here we top deck a Wall D, not what we want a monster, but we'll take a Bestiari, destroying that field spell regardless. He's gonna Canadia us, but he's still gonna lose that field spell. Brings out his own Canadia. We set our Wall D. He's going to bring on a Molehue. Can't hit his battles phase. We finally get another monster, but no Test Tigers to take advantage. We flip our boy face up. He Canadia's face down. Remember, you don't need to be face up to use your fusion monsters. Gyzarus destroys the Molehue. We can't destroy these boys because they're immune to monster effects anyway, but we have enough defense to stave them off. Here he's got a Cosmic Cyclone, our Fiendish Chain. That was dangerous. That was protecting us from anything crazy. But we get a War Chariot to replace it. Still that Wall of D, super safe. So he gets a Sorcery Conduit, but we had that Chariot to replace that Fiendish Chain. We just have full control of this duel, guys. No search for him. But this is the weakness of Gladiator Beast. They just have no finishing power. We set a Forbidden Lance, destroys Canadia. He sets another monster in top deck mode. We top deck another Wall of D. We don't want to set it because we already have one down. We don't want to lock ourselves up like that. Sets another monster. We get another face down. We're going to lock ourselves up with Impenetrable Attack because now we're doing a lot of different stuff. Sets another monster. We finally get another monster. We hit him twice. I wasn't going to poke his life points even if we didn't need to hit him twice. Then that was the time to do the move, guys. I was going to bring out a Lakari and maybe a Bestiari. I'd have to destroy one of my own spell cards, but I would do it. And then I would have all three. I could bring out the biggest boy who can negate spell cards. I'd negate his invocations every turn and just win the game, guys. Great, great stuff. Okay, here's an Aster Phoenix. We're going second this time. No extra deck for this boy. We get a Darius, a Bestiari, and a Test Tigers. If you have a Test Tiger and a Bestiari in your hand, you're already set. But our opponent's going to disrupt our plays with a Floodgate Trap Hole. Because with a Bestiari and a Test Tiger and another Gladiator Beast in hand, we would special summon the Test Tiger, return the Darius, bring out a Sagittari, discard the Bestiari, draw 2. If we drew 2 into another Test Tiger, we can do the whole thing again, etc, etc. Here we get hit with a Floodgate though. He sets another card. We normal summon our Bestiari. He's going to hit us with the Canadia, but guess what, guys? Gladiator Beasts don't need to be face up in order to make your fusion, so we make him anyway. Flip down meta, does not affect Gladiator Beasts. We hit him for 2400, bring out a Lakari and a Darius, sit on a Wall of D, Impenetrable Attack, and a Chariot. Absolutely crazy. Turns out we're fighting UA of some sort. We couldn't snipe that midfielder with anything. We don't use Chariot on Dinah's effect, obviously. He's trying to swing with the Dunker. That's going to be a wall disruption. We had follow-ups, but he goes ahead and changes Canadia and finishes the game for us. Great, great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are fighting Seto Kaiba. Going second. So this deck actually does have second turn plays now with the new Test Tiger. Test Tiger is really what gets it going. My monster cards is amazingly consistent. You virtually always have 3 monsters in your hand. It really blows my mind. I like it a lot. I hope it doesn't get changed. Anyway, we're swinging a Lakari into a Stone of Ancients, bringing out a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is going to throw away Murillo. We draw 2, get a War Chariot and a Darius. Not the best hand, but we're still hanging in there. He's gonna banish our impenetrable attack. Unfortunate for us, but we do have a wall of disruption. He's going to bring out his blue eyes to kamikaze into our Sagittarius. Did you guys see that red background? I think that's new. So kamikazes. Let's start the duel over for us. We get a Bestiary. We're going to normal summon Darius, special summon Test Tiger, special summon that same Darius to special summon Murillo. Remember, Murillo's effects are negated, so we target ourselves, doesn't really matter. Bring out our 2500 beater. Our boy's gonna special summon a Dragon Spirit of White. We choose not to swing into what's likely another Stone of Ancients. He brings out his Spirit of White, gets hit by our War Chariot, he's gone. We're still here with our 2500 boy. He finally hits a grass that's greener, I guess it's a grass Blue Eyes. Gets his Stone of Legend for another Blue Eyes in hand. Flips up what's a Rico. It wasn't a Stone of Ancients at all, it's Rico. Destroys our boy. We're falling behind yet again. Swing with the Bestiary. I eventually get rid of this Forbidden Dress for a second Bestiary, because I didn't really like being stuck with our one Bestiary in hand. But anyway, Bestiary attacks. That's special summons Darius. Darius is able to bring out our fusion monster from the extra deck, or from the graveyard, and our opponent finally scoops, guys. So, Gladiator Beasts, they're still control. They don't finish a duel very, very quickly, and none of the new cards we got are trying to fix that. So it's still control. You gotta remember to put in your best control cards. War Chariot is definitely worth slots. Fiendish Chain is the next best thing. You're never gonna catch me without Forbidden Lance again. The Penetrable attack works great. So I think this is as good as I could really make it, guys. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the Archetype, enjoy control decks, and thanks for watching.